All right, shalom, shalom. It's been a while, but I would like to speak on a deep topic, and it might not be sit well or be comfortable with everyone, but it's on the spirit to do. A little download that I had, a lot of meditating and studying, and then right now this obviously what's going on multiple platforms, and a lot of people, what they feel deeply inside, and a lot of research and due diligence that they be doing on their behalf, but I'm going to put out what's been on my spirit, what's been on my mind. and I believe wholeheartedly in reincarnation, you know. And the topic of today is when Jesus returns, or Adonai, the Lord, Yahshua, Yeshua, Yahshua, Yahushai. I mean, it's all the same thing. Yahushai is the Hebrew, and then, in a transliteration, I mean, it would be what Joshua, but there was no J, so you would have to spell it how you would spell it. So, the J wasn't invented until the early, 1500s. So, I mean, however you want to call it. But now the question is, and I like to always bring this up, this passage, I will come like a thief in the night. Now, everybody know what a thief in the night is like. If you have that depiction or description in your mind, you would say that a thief, give me a definition of that. Okay, a thief would come in the night. That means when nobody is around, either in the house or you're asleep. So when you come like a thief, you come undetected, unsuspected. But it isn't just that he's coming undetected, unsuspected. You don't know who he is, and you don't know what's covering him. You don't know if it's your brother. You don't know if it's your cousin. You don't know if it's a stranger. You don't know who it is, your sister. It could be your next door neighbor. They pretty much probably got a mask on. They're covered. They have something covering their body. Do you understand what I'm saying? An avatar, so to speak. So we don't know where he's coming in. A lot of people want to depict him in their version of being, I don't believe in the term white. I will say a lighter tone. He's maybe bronze or brown or dark. But we have no idea. But we could assume that from the region where he came from and where he was disguised in Egypt, with them not knowing or understanding that he was a darker man, because he was able to blend in with the Egyptians, that he was a darker man. Let's say that, and for the sake of argument. And but he has reincarnated. We have, done studies, and with faith, we believe that he's came back many times. Has he come back as, he was once before, we say he's once before, Salakia, forgive me for my brain fog. He had came back as Isaac. He has came back as Solomon. You know what I mean? So this is these are the things that we can, or being Adam. These are a lot of people's interpretations and a lot of things, and then a lot of people think he was, they say that he's, they got him from Osiris, that he's labeled as Osiris. But what if he was Osiris? You understand what I'm saying? Now, what if he was Osiris? Or maybe not Osiris, maybe he was, Tammuz. Or maybe he was, Thoth, because we know that we were somebody in many lifetimes ago. And we come back in this shell and in a different avatar. You know what I mean? And I just want everybody to keep an open mind. You don't got to come at me crazy. You ain't got to feel a certain way. And I don't even give a shit. I don't even care. But, let's just say, just keep an open mind, so you don't feel overwhelmed, or you feel like, when the time comes when he does pop up, that you feel a certain way. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Because he could be any one of those, you know, in a different avatar at some point in time, you know, not just, you know, any the people we've read in the scripture, you know, Isaac and Solomon and so on and so forth. You know, he could, you know, because, you know, the Thoth and Tammuz and Osiris was thousands of years before then. And then you know, you also got to think of the Old Testament. So, you know, we've all come back and lived many lifetimes over years and years and years in different avatars through the spirit. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? Overstand what I'm saying? So this is things you have to understand. You know, who are we? You know, are we Anunnaki? Are we angels, demons, gods? You know, this is what a lot of people's interpretation because the power that these people had. And God means power. You know, these people were, you know, you know, graced with abilities, you know, super strength, you know, telekinesis, telepathy, you know, levitation. They were able to use science into its, you know, highest form. To some people who are a lower vibration and a lower train of thought, that's power. That's a God. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, Jesus was able to do all the things, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So, and these are the things that we look forward to because he said, you will do greater things than these. So believe that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I want to go to the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs. So, like, give me a moment. Now, if we go to the book of Proverbs, and that will be chapter 30 and 4. Book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and 4. You know, dig what I'm saying? It says, the words, wait a minute, Salaki, forgive me. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? That means who went up into the galaxies. You understand what I'm saying? And up into the heaven or descended and came back down. You know what I mean? Whether and pretty much probably being by craft. We should know that by now. Let's not play stupid. Now, let me continue. Who hath gathered the wind in his fist, and who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou can tell? Let's read that part again. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou can tell? Proverbs 30 and 4. Now, we know we're talking about the Most High God, which will be capital G-O-D in the scriptures, or capital L-O-R-D in the scriptures, which a lot of people, including myself, have come to the realization that it's broken down into the Elohim. And a lot of depictions, it's Elion El, or El, you know, and in translation, it's Anu, which is the, you know, the heavenly Father, which is, that means God of the sky. You understand what I'm saying? So now that will be the Father. Now let's go to the topic of this lesson, which is Jesus, Yahshua, or Yahweh. He could be any one of these people. You understand what I'm saying? Some would say, you know, Enki, Thoth, Tammuz, Dumuzi, Osiris, you know? But what if he were these people in reincarnation? I'm just saying. What is thou son? What is thou name? Okay, what is his name? Everybody has their depiction of the Lord, of our Father's name. You know, everybody has their own, what they like to call him. Anu. They would call him the Most High. They would call him El Elyon, Elyon El. You know, bottom line, you know, these are different names throughout many generations and many decades, many centuries, you know. So, you know, and Everybody has their own opinion, because your opinion is your opinion. You know, I mean, for the argument of, for the sake of somebody being right or being wrong, is absolutely irrelevant, because he says in the scriptures, "What does thou name if thou can tell?" And all the studying and research that we done, we might not actually know until he gets here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So, you know, and we just can't remember. And you know why we can't remember? Because he said we can't remember former things. And then there's, we have things, we have people, we have science of how that is, of how when we were erased of our memory, and how we're erased from our memory when we enter into our new vessel. So he was already saying that we, in the book of Isaiah, we won't remember former things. So let's go to the book of Isaiah so we can elaborate on that. And it says, Isaiah, let's look. Isaiah 43 and 18, shall we? Isaiah 43 and 18, shall we? And it says, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. So we're not going to remember the old things. We don't know who anybody was. We're just these are just educated guesses, you know. So the ranting, the raving, the arguing, the fighting, it's absurd, because you sit here pointing at figures of something you don't know. You know, what sense would it make if I assume that somebody picked up my candy bar, and I go rush him or her and get ready and try to fight them when they didn't do anything. You know what I mean? So that's what that was your opinion that somebody stole from you. And then but somebody gets hurt, whether emotionally or physically, in the process. Now let's go back. Let's read that again. Remember you not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Or we don't even consider what happened billions of years ago, because the earth is billions of years old. There was life on this planet. We don't consider the things thousands of years ago, because we don't remember being here. We are erased of our memory. Now let's continue. Behold, I will do a new thing now. It shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? Shall you not? That means we are studying to show thyself approved. We are gathering and we are remembering, because this veil is being lifted off of us now. This curse, this remembrance is coming, because now we're open to it. We're opening ourselves open to it. We're keeping it an open mind, an open heart, and we're really intuitive. We're really into it. We're really concerned, and we want this. We want the answer, which is your right and your feeling to want the answer. You understand what I'm saying? Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness. So wherever we're at, if people are deciding to quit their jobs, or they want to be in the open range, they tired of living in the city, they're tired of doing certain things, they want to just be in the open, in the mountains, in the country, it don't matter, the forest. I will make a way in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert. In the rivers in the desert. The beasts of the field shall honor me. The dragons, and see, that's a topic for a whole nother day. The dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's happening with this great awakening. People's eyes are open. Their mind is open. It's clarity. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Search your soul. This people have let's go to verse 21. This people, Salakia, forgive me. This people have I formed for myself. So that would be the people who had took part in the creation of who us. You understand what I'm saying? Which could be also us. We're not going to know, but we will know. Keep an open mind, you know. But that, you know what I'm saying? So they shall show forth my praise. And then once we get an understanding, because praise is just not like worship. Praise is just like being thankful, clarity, saying thank you. You know, when you're honored, when you honor something, when you praise something, it's giving thanks. Do you understand? Thanksgiving, giving of knowledge and understanding. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just what I want to do. That was something I want to get out. You know, we are we don't remember former things. You know, you know, are we prepared for what's coming? Oh, I'm pretty much I feel like I am. I'm pretty much prepared, you know, because I can believe anything and I don't doubt anything. Now that, you know, to see what's going on in this place that we live in right now. This is a big world and we have no idea what's in it. This is a big galaxy and we don't have no idea what's in it. You know, like the Father said, he said, like the Lord said, he said, my in my Father's house are many mansions. So in his house his house where it's his abode where he lives are many mansions. Your abode, you know, is in his neighborhood, in what's his creation, his house are many mansions, which are many more houses. That means other planets, other galaxies. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and believe that there's less things here. There's not a whole lot going on. You know, we can't be simple. We have to be open minded. You know, and just, you know, don't judge yourself. Don't judge others because you're gonna burden yourself and you'll burden others, and you don't, you know, and who knows what that can do. It causes conflict, you know, confliction, you know, and we don't need that, you know. And you know, and this lesson ain't for any, you know, this is just, it's for entertainment purposes. It's for you to kind of gather your thoughts and try to see what and dig and do your truth, because anything you know, you don't know what to expect. We see the crafts, we see the chariots of the Most High every day. You know, we see different news and, you know, a lot of information being, you know, it's the age of information, Aquarius, that I'm proud to be a part of, where you can get just abundance of information every day, nonstop, thoroughly. It's coming. You know, you're getting downloads from the heavens, you know, certain songs, certain thoughts, and they're manifesting. Anything you want to know, you're probably going to know. If you thinking it, it's going to come to you. If you thinking, well, who is this? Who is that? It's probably going to come to you. You just have to discern it. If you thinking who was in the craft, they're probably going to show you. You know, you're going to find out. So there is no such thing as fear. You know, we brave and we compassionate. That's what makes you who you are. You know, that's what makes you brand new. All that, the old world and the old way of thinking, get rid of it, because where we going, it's not needed. You know? So that's just from me to you. That was a download that I had, the connection of reincarnation, you know, through regeneration, which is through family. And most of us are family. God, we have lines and we've never seen before in our life, have the same last name. Everything is coded. Everything is mathematics. Everything is science. Everything is numbers. You know, everything is, if you open your mind, you know, and that doesn't make you crazy. It just makes you knowledgeable. You're interested in the knowledge, and knowledge means to know. You want to be capable of knowing things. You don't want to be left in the dark. It's just like a child, you know, and you have to be born again. Speaking of child, you have to forget the things that you were taught, erase it. But like I was saying, if you were a child and you were with some people you trusted them, and they took you into a room and just turned out all the lights and closed the doors, you don't want to be left in the dark. You're gonna be afraid of what's to come. You're not gonna have an understanding of where you're walking, what's in front of you. But if you're able to turn the light, if you can find it, or somebody turns the light on for you, now you can reach the door, the gate. You can open it up. You understand what I'm saying to you? So keep your mind open, and use less hate. Now it's a happy medium. Some people you're gonna disagree with some people. You're gonna be upset about a lot of things because you're afraid of new. Some people are afraid of what they don't know and what they don't understand. They're afraid to grow. They're afraid of what's on the other side of that door. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're not afraid, if you take that away and eliminate that, you can move mountains. You can do anything you're capable of doing, anything you want, because the Most High, the universe, is going to send it to you ASAP. It's coming, and you'll be able to use your power the way you want to do it. You just have to have that understanding, and we get stuck in our ways, and I think that's the worst way to be. That's the reason why, the elderly die miserable. That old cliche, that old saying, you just stay stuck in their ways. That's because it was a choice. You chose to be stuck like that. You can never get to an age where you can't grow. I don't care how old you get. You're going to grow, and you're going to prosper, and you're going to get better. I don't care how old. You could be 80 years old, and it click, and you figure it out if you accept it. Now, if you want to stay stuck, that's fine. But it doesn't, I don't think it looks cool if everybody's flowing down the river and you're stuck in the river and you just wonder, like, I'm scared. I don't care. I'm fine right here, while you watching everybody in this boat float away to safety. Just keep that in mind. Or they trying to, you stuck because you don't want to go any further. You tired, and the rest of the people are moving on because we got to find food, shelter, water. I don't think that's a good idea for you to stay where you're at. Stay stuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just keep an open mind. I hope no one gets offended, because I love you. I hope people don't get discouraged and just keep digging because it's necessary, and don't stop what you doing. Whatever it is you doing. And your choice is your choice. Whatever decision you make. I made mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's what leaders do. Leaders make a decision and they go forward with it. And then other people will follow. Because people are looking for leaders. That's just the way it is. And the only way to become that is you have to be built up. You have to be built up. And that's what, that's what exhortation is to be built up, and being educated is to bring out everything that because everything is already in your DNA. You just have to bring it out. You just have to be able to, it has to be triggered, that's it, and once you get the hang of that, once you understand that and accept that, not get the hang of it, once you accept that, they come easier. Things come easier. Respect comes easier. Compassion comes easier. Bravery, strength, power, compassion. It just comes easy. It does. And and then there's no sense of worry anymore. There's no sense of shame. You're growing as an individual. And then we're all magnetically connected. We're all built from the same stuff. So we're going to be, once everybody who has that open mind starts to have clarity, they become magnetically drawn to each other. And that's how you become one body. Whether somebody is the feet, the hands, the torso, the arms, the legs, the head, whoever the ears to hear, the eyes to see, whoever is that will be that. And then if that flow of energy and electricity will flow through the rest of the body, then everybody will pay more attention. But just just keep an open mind of what I had mentioned earlier in this lesson, and then maybe you'll have some clarity, and maybe you'll have some understanding. And I'm not knocking your no beliefs here. Don't get it twisted for 1 minute like I'm knocking your belief or religion, because I don't believe in religion, and I know where I'm from. I know this is, I know my foundation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm secure in that, you know, and and everyone else must be secure in that, and don't let anything tear or break you down, because you're going to get, attacks from, these spirits, these demons, to detour you, because they're trying to plague you with it, to discourage you, keep you stuck in your way. You're going to be plagued with sicknesses. The Apostle Paul said it himself. The thorn that is in the side. You have people that are going through physical ailments. You had Job, who was covered with, disease, and everybody turned his back on him. You're going to have this, but he kept the faith, and that's all it takes. That's all that matters. His wife turned on him. His kids died. I've been through that. I've been through right in my face. Family members died. My brother and mother died in my house right in front of me. I've seen people get shot and fall out. People that I love. People die of sickness and disease around. I'm sick right now. A little bit. I'm gonna say a lot of bit, but I'm too strong for that, homie. And the people that are gonna get attacked the most are the strongest ones. So understand that. And you wouldn't be here right now. And I'm talking to you. You wouldn't be here right now if the Most High didn't want you here, because you have a purpose, a real life purpose, to transform this planet to what it should be. That's why you're here. That's why you're doing what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, it's for a purpose. I love you. I love all of you. You know what I mean? Shalom. Shalom and Israel. Loved ones. Family. Be still.